All right. So I just got done picking up some dog poop in the yard and butting down the backyard and the front yard because we have a windstorm coming over the next 2 days, Thursday and Friday. It's supposed to be pretty nasty, like 7-mile-an-hour winds. So I want to make sure nothing's blowing around. Today's January 14th, 2026. And this vlog is my first one. And basically it's just going to be documenting my YouTube journey on starting a YouTube channel. So about me, I just retired from the service, from the military. Did 20 years, retired back in September of 2025. So I've been retired for about 4.5 years, or 4.5 months. And the last year before I got out of the military, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And as well as others, people would ask me this question, like, well, what are you going to do when you get out? And my my answer to them was, well, I'm going to take a year off and decompress from the military and kind of figure out what I want to do. Because with my retirement income, I'm afforded time, right? I didn't have to jump back into the workforce like a lot of vets do because that's something they want to do. And I didn't want to go back into the workforce right away. And I definitely didn't want to go back working with the federal government. So didn't like the bureaucracy or the politics of the military, but I did my time. I did my 20 years, did it honorably, and then I got out. So when people asked me this question, I said, well, I'm gonna take a year off and figure it out. Well, before I got out, I made a list of different, job ideas that I maybe want to do. And the first thing on that list was self-employed business owner or something like that, right? I wanted to own my own business, start my own business, work my own business. I didn't want to work for anyone else. I followed orders and listened to people for 20 years tell me to do stupid shit that didn't make sense, and he did it anyways. And I didn't want to do that anymore, right? I wanted to work for myself, be my own boss, and handle my own success, my direction, and achieve how I wanted to do things. So on this list of jobs I made, I had a whole bunch. I had like a list of like 30 different jobs. Like one was doing like maybe drone stuff for photography, wedding photography, real estate, or doing like not related to drones, like being like a home inspector for, people buying homes or doing construction. Because I do like doing construction. For example, that shed that you see right here behind me, I did build that. That was my COVID project back in 2022. And then right behind me too is my fire pit that I built. It's a hardscape fire pit. So with the smokeless fire pit and got the covering on the top. And then there's this fence that you guys see as well. And I built all that stuff myself. And how I learned that was through YouTube. So I didn't really have a lot of construction experience, but I have an open mind to learn and to do research and put those things to work, which got me these things that I built, right? So, and construction was on that list, and I was like, man, I don't know if I want to do construction. It's just I love construction, but I didn't want to work for somebody or start my own business on construction because there's a lot of overhead. And I started going down the list and I wrote down, YouTube channel, and started doing my research on that, and was thinking, this is something I'm interested in and maybe something I want to do. If you look at my channel, like I have a video I posted like from 15 years ago when I was stationed in Alaska. And the video is like me and my brother and a friend, we're just four-wheeling through the mud in Alaska in the backwoods and you know, pictures of fishing and stuff like that. And it's got some music like Hank Williams Jr. And I posted that video like 15 years ago. And it's something I made. I edited it myself, and I really enjoyed the process, right? And it's something I wanted to get back into, but I just never had the time because, you know, when you're 20 years in the military, or just being in the military, it saturates a lot of your time from doing things that you really want to do. Not all instances, but you can't give 100% to it, right? Because, you know, you got your job, your family, everything else. Well, now that I have time and resources, especially time is so valuable. I could focus my energy into starting a YouTube channel. And that's kind of that's why I'm here, right? This vlog is to document my journey of starting one. If you notice on my channel, I've got about 10 videos. They're not great. So most of them are just footage of my drone. I own a DJI 4K Mini and been using that, have about 10 flights in it, doing some recordings. There's 2 videos, I think, that's got some narration on there of me talking about the video. And then there's some that it's just the recordings. But that's how you start, right? Learning how YouTube works, how to upload a video, doing titles, everything else. You'll notice I don't have any thumbnails on my channel yet because I know how to do it. I just haven't concentrated on that portion yet, right? And that's something I'm going to learn how to do, you know, using Canvas and whatnot. For a retirement gift for myself, I built a pretty badass computer. So I've got an RTX 5090 in there, 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM, which was stupid expensive. Because I bought all my components for my computer around Black Friday, trying to get some deals. And I did save some money, but the money I saved didn't really matter because RAM prices shot up. So that 64 gigs of DDR5 cost me like $600 when a few months ago, prior to that November, Black Friday, before RAM price shot up because of AI, I think it would have maybe cost me like $250. So, but back to my point, I built this expensive computer and I'm like, well, you know what? I've got it. Let me use it. And I look at it as a tool. So for the last few months, I've been really hard researching and learning software, like video editing software, sound software, stuff like that, and cutting videos and just trying to understand a good workflow and learning about how to work the software, any issues, how to fix things like that, right? Like software like DaVinci Resolve, you know, it's free. I wasn't gonna pay all that money for Adobe. I'm an open source guy all the way. So I downloaded that and I've been playing with that, as well as OBS and GIMP and, you know, other things as well. So for video editing needs or for making YouTube. But what I'm learning though is that you don't need expensive equipment to do these things. Like, right, for example, I'm just recording this on my phone and I got like a selfie stick. Now the computer I built was expensive, but I wanted to play games on it and do some AI applications, and I wanted this build to last me a long time. I usually do a new build every 5 to 7 years, and the current one, or the last one I built when I was in Korea back in 2019, and it was just showing its age, and I was running a 1070 Ti, which was very old, and it was just time for an upgrade. So when I retired, that's what I did. I built myself a computer, and I'm going to put that computer to work. So I want to produce videos, some content, but the next question is what kind of content? And I don't know. So I don't have a niche, however you want to say it, that I've picked out yet. I might actually just branch out into different niches and have different channels. So for example, you know, I might do a video on construction, like on my shed, right? I got a bunch of pictures and some video of it, or this fire pit that I'm sitting on right now. Do a video on that, like how I made it, the process, the research, and everything else. Because I learned how to, like I said, I learned how to do all this stuff when I was, or watching YouTube, taking notes and learning. This is how I learned how to frame and hardscape and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, when it comes to a niche, I haven't figured out quite what I'm leaning into. You know, I thought about doing PC, you know, product reviews, but there's a lot of competition there. I thought about maybe doing a construction channel, like, you know, DIY, just documenting like how I built things. There's also ideas about, I have some dogs, doing like a dog training channel. I don't know yet. I thought about maybe doing documentation, like documenting like people's lives. And I'm not talking like famous people, but just, you know, your local people that are here in my city that I live in, here in South Dakota. So, but don't know where it's gonna go. So it's been pretty interesting, pretty fun, trying to learn a new skill. So, I mean, I have some background in photography and videography, but I'm just very amateur. I'm not a pro. But that's okay. You know, that's why you want to do these videos and document them. And anything I document and throw up on the channel, I'm going to keep there. And if it's a shitty video, I'm just going to leave it, because I want to be able to come back to it, you know, if my channel does succeed. When it succeeds, I should say, be positive. But when it succeeds, I can go back and be like, oh man, look how crappy the quality and the content of my video was compared to now. But that way I can go back and look and learn and see those mistakes and build on those mistakes and develop and work on my fundamentals and my workflow. And we'll see. And I use "and" a lot. I gotta stop saying that. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now, trying to do. So today is January 14th, 2026. I don't know if I will do any more vlogs. I think I will, just want to get more comfortable talking to the camera, or not talking to the camera. I would just say we should talk through the camera, not talk at the camera, because I'm talking to you guys. I'm not going to talk into a camera. Work on my scripting. This is unscripted, obviously, so I don't have a script. Just going off my head here, and a whole bunch of other things to develop this channel. And I'm trying to keep it into a mindset that it's not just for fun. I want it to be fun, but this is a business, you know. But what kind of business? I don't know yet. So that's what I'm in the process of trying out. So on this channel, you're going to see a bunch of different content that's not going to probably make sense for what my channel is. You know, you're might going to see some dog videos or construction videos, or a tutorial on how to use the DaVinci Resolve, or a solution that I figured out, or 3D printing. I own a 3D printer. I love 3D printing, doing CAD design maybe. Just whatever comes to my mind, and we'll see where it goes. So I just got to find my flow, what's working for me, something that I'm enjoying, because there's going to be things that I'm going to make and be like, I didn't like doing that. I might go this direction, right? So we'll see. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I am fortunate that, you know, being retired, I don't have to go back into the workforce right away. So I've got my retirement income, and my wife works as well, and she's very supportive of this. And I want to mention too, I haven't told anybody about me starting a YouTube channel. None of my friends or family. The only person that knows is my wife. I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm gonna keep it on the DL, because I just really don't want them knowing that I have one or I'm doing this, until maybe just one day they find my channel and be like, oh crap, you've got a channel? That's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't want to share that. It's just something I'm going to keep between myself, my wife. And if they find me on here, cool. So hi guys. But yeah, anyways, that's about it. All I have to say. So, but look for some more videos coming along. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's beautiful out. It's going to be 70 miles an hour tomorrow. Winds. Look how blue the sky is right now. Nice, beautiful sun. There's my dogs. Yeah, it's really nice. So, can't have a fire. It's going to be too windy. Maybe tonight. We'll see. So, all right. Well, anyways, well, that's it. Yeah. So, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys come back, see how I'm progressing, and just give me some feedback on how my content is. If it sucks, let me know. If the video sucks, let me know. Because I'm not going to know if you guys don't let me know. Cool? Alrighty. Well, that's all I have to say. And enjoy the weekend. And go Broncos. Saturday, 4:30 kickoff, Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully, we can get to the Super Bowl.